Okay.
We here?
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, all right. Hello, everybody.
All right. You got to bring us in. Right.
Oh, me? I'm ready. Okay. Ready to roll?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, welcome to the Meyers Jewelers Radio Show. And I am Jeff. And I am here to talk with my friend Mike. And we're going to talk jewelry and a few other things.
Let's start off with, you just got back from Vegas, right? So we didn't have
Yes,
you last
I
week.
did.
Now, what did you go to Vegas for?
Well, there is something called Hearts on Fire University. And being that we are a Hearts on Fire dealer, we go there for an event that they put on. There were, I'd say, around 500 people from all over the world, as far as China. And these are dealers such as us, retail stores that carry Hearts on Fire, come in and you learn the newest technology in the jewelry industry, and they have great speakers. For example, the keynote speaker to close out the 3 days was Michael Phelps, which was very interesting. And the editor of Sports Illustrated did a Q&A with Michael Phelps, on the stage for just us. And it was really interesting. And one of the things that I found really interesting that he said, the editor for Sports Illustrated asked him a question, what made you so great? Why are you the greatest Olympian of all time? And his answer was simple: I worked harder than anybody else. And he goes, well, give me an example. He said for 10 years, from 2002 to 2012, he never took a break for not even 1 day, ever, from his full training. That would be in the water and out of the water. So he went for 10 years straight, 365 days a year, nonstop. And he said, as far as he knew, there was nobody doing that. When he would go to Colorado Springs at the training center, he said everybody took Sunday off. He was literally the only person there working. And you add that extra day of training times 10 years, and when you're sick, he said he never missed a day because of being sick.
It's another 520 days of training.
He said, you add that to the gifted skill set that he was given, and his body, which is very interesting. He's rather tall. He seemed like he's at least my height, 6'2", maybe a little taller. He only has a 30-inch inseam. And I have 36-inch at 6'2". So a 30-inch inseam for his legs is extremely short, which he said a long torso is much better for swimming. And he has huge hands and size 13 shoe, and he was just put together to be a swimmer. And then his desire and his skill set, that's why he won, I think he said 28 medals,
right,
of which 3 were gold.
Did you know he was going to be there before you went to Vegas?
Yeah,
okay.
They give you the
rundown of the whole thing.
Yes.
But you or Scott, I know Sean's
yes,
gone
now that was, yes. So the main reason why we go, on top of learning, motivational speakers, that type of thing, Sean, who has been an employee with us for over 20 years.
I think it's like 22 years.
Yep. She was inducted into the Hearts on Fire Hall of Fame. And what that means is they've been a company that's been around for 20 years. And they do a great job of keeping track of every single person who sells any product from Hearts on Fire, because they're all registered from all over the world. She was the very first inductee for a salesperson ever into the Hearts on Fire Hall of Fame. So she, in my opinion, that would mean that she has been the finest Hearts on Fire salesperson in the history of Hearts on Fire.
Right,
over the last 20
And
years.
she was beating people that were in, I think there was a store in Jamaica. And
All over, you name it.
There was some in Canada, I think.
Caribbean, all North
Yeah.
America, all over Latin America, all over Asia, Taiwan, that includes Taiwan, China. We're talking a large pool of people. And she also won this year, got a award for being one of the absolute top salespeople, as usual, for Hearts on Fire in the world.
Which is amazing because you got to think.
Right in Grove City,
Right.
Ohio, at Meyers Jewelers.
We got to plug Grove City, Ohio. That's the spot.
That's
But
right.
when you think about all the competition and all the other stores around the world, and it's not like she's even come close to, someone's come close to tying her. Like she's blown them away year after year.
Every year.
And I didn't realize how big a deal that was the first couple of years when she was showing it to me. But when you think, it's not like she's just plugged behind that counter. I mean, she's doing watch batteries or she's helping people with Pandora. If she was doing that 100% of the time, no one could even come close. So
she does an awesome job with that. So that was one of the events, and that was a nicely done event where they had a really nice award ceremony one evening. And there were just some great speakers. There was actually another speaker who was really good, another motivational speaker, and he is the drummer for Pink. So last name Schumann, I forget his first name, or Schulman, something like that. But he had, you're talking about some energy. He was fabulous. He did a really nice job of motivational speaking, and he related it to drumming. How you can, he had his drum kit on the stage, and he would go up there and drum a couple songs, and he'd do one way, and then everybody go, oh, that's good. And he goes, now, how about watching it this way and do the same song and really be going wild at it, and ask which did you enjoy more, which motivated you more, and obviously the one that he goes, that's why you need to give 110% into every single thing you do, which is how he got his gig to be a drummer. He's been a drummer with Foreigner. There were quite a few big name bands that he has drummed with. But for the last 8 years, he's been with Pink. So that was good. So a lot of good information we got to help us to be able to be the best retail jewelry store that we can be.
When you go out there and you have the other store owners like yourself, like there's got to be a certain camaraderie because not everybody has Hearts on Fire, right? So there's got to be that kind of, what I want to say, almost like you're in the same sorority or fraternity.
A club.
Yeah,
something like that, yes.
So when you're out there, I mean, what are you learning about? Not just...
Oh, that's all part of it, networking with other stores, finding out things that work one way over another, or if somebody's got, a new line or type of diamond or something. We were finding out that our bright crystal diamond that we're doing, there were very few people out there. I talked to maybe out of the 500 people there, maybe 2 or 3 knew about the bright crystal diamond and coming from the mines of Russia versus South Africa. And for those of you that are not aware of the bright crystal diamond that we sell, they all come from the Russian mines in Siberia versus South Africa. The warm weather versus the cold weather. The diamonds are brighter coming from the Russian mines. So therefore you have a brighter diamond and more sparkly diamond, which what does every lady want? A diamond that sparkles.
Right.
So hence the bright crystal diamond. So a lot of people were interested to hear about that from us because they weren't aware of it. So we felt that we were way ahead of the game on latching into those.
Now, this is just a question I'm curious about. Did any of them have a radio show as well? Or did you kind of mention that while you were out there?
You want to know what? I did.
Yeah?
There was a speaker who is the CEO of a big digital marketing company, and I raised my hand and told him about exactly what I'm doing right now, and he loved it, and there was nobody else doing it. And I will bet you, because I must have had 5 different jewelers come up to me afterwards and ask me about it. So I'll bet you around the country there might be a few more of these popping up.
There's probably a buzz going on.
Because this is literally one of the greatest, most exciting shows on the air.
Oh, it's got to be better than almost anything else that's programmed against it.
Gosh, yes.
I mean, what else would you be doing? And we add Facebook Live into it. So everyone gets to see your mug the whole time.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Okay, so we've gone into... You got back from Vegas, but I think we have to cover today what's going on this Friday and Saturday.
Oh, this Friday and Saturday.
It's a cheap plug that I'm doing, but I think we have to talk about it because it's 2 days only.
Yes, so those of you listening for the first time on Sunday when this will actually be airing...
You missed it.
Yes, you missed the show. And it was great, I'm sure.
Yeah. On Facebook Live, though, you still have time to get there.
Yes, so all you listening now, or before Saturday... Friday or Saturday, you can still come on in. So we are having a Tacori takeover event. And Tacori will be coming into our store. There'll be one of our representatives from Tacori coming in, and they are sending in from California, which is where their Tacori headquarters is, 500 rings. And we carry quite a few, but there's no way we carry 500 rings. And so they'll literally have every style of Tacori only, correct. 500 rings and wedding bands, engagement rings, fashion rings, pendants, earrings. But their main bread and butter for Tacori is they're world famous for their bridal. So anybody interested in Tacori engagement rings, and if you already have your engagement ring and are wanting a wedding band, come on in. We will have the rings to look at. And we have a very nice incentive that will be available those 2 days only. And that will be 60, that's 60 months, same as cash, no interest. So if somebody wants to finance and get a beautiful Tacori engagement and or wedding band or a men's wedding band, but it has to be Tacori only, and those 2 days only, you can finance it for 60 months without any interest.
Is that a store deal or is that Tacori?
No, that is us doing it.
Okay.
It's a store deal. It goes actually through Wells Fargo.
But I think.
But you come into the store, and we worked out a special thing with Wells Fargo to be able to present that to anybody that is going to get something on Friday, this Friday or Saturday, on a Tacori item.
And it'll be both days the entire time, so it's not
like
a...
open to close Friday and Saturday, correct. Now, 10A to 7B.
This is the one, we've had this kind of similar thing last year, but not to this extent, right? Because there's more to it, the 60-day
correct
financing and everything else. We'll get into the trip part.
Yes.
We're up against the break, and I know that we talked about this and said it is difficult to explain this, but
I will try my best to shorten it and explain about the journey, is what they call Tacori journey. When you make a Tacori purchase, you get a nice little travel benefit.
Well, actually, I Googled it because when we were going to talk about these things this week, I Googled it, and that's the first thing that came up. It wasn't
yes, that's the big thing they're doing.
It was like if you went to Google News and put that in, it was the first thing that came up. And I think you can explain it better than the way that I read it. But
I'll try.
It seems like a very simple thing to do. If you're going to buy an engagement ring, wedding band, this would be the time to do it.
Correct.
Okay, let's take a break here so we can get into the actual meat and potatoes of this trip.
Look forward to it.
You're listening to Meyers Jewelers Radio Show.
Experience.
So we're going to come back, hit the sale again, and just say, if you weren't listening before the break,
yep.
Here's what it is, and then we'll go into the actual trip deal.
Oh, and by the way, I know we're on still. If Haley and Katie are there, you wanted me to say hello and talk about you. I'm talking. Hello. Now, goodbye.
All right, Jimmy, are you ready? Yeah. You got to bring us back.
Oh, wait a minute. What was the break? The commercials didn't run.
It's all. Listen,
I know.
They're watching us make the sausage in here.
Okay.
We'll put commercials in later. All right.
All
I
right.
know everybody wants to hear commercials.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy, bring us back.
Ready?
Welcome back to the Meyers Jewelers Radio Show. Mike, we were going to talk about the Tacori journeys that they are doing now, the whole program.
Before we go into that program,
sorry,
let's hit
what?
the details again in case
didn't
get a chance to hear it. What are the show dates and days?
The Tacori Takeover event will be this coming Friday and Saturday, which is October 20th and 21st. And it will be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Meyers Jewelers, Stringtown Road, Grove City. Anybody looking for bridal, especially Tacori, you will have no better time than to do it, because you cannot discount Tacori. That is in the contracts that we sign when we are fortunate enough to get a nice brand like Tacori. So to get 60 months same as cash is insane.
On top of that, though, let's talk about the Tacori Journey program.
Yes.
And that is a brand new thing.
That is something new that Tacori did a survey to find on what people were spending on their weddings. And they found out that people were spending more money on their honeymoon than they were their wedding bands. Not necessarily the engagement ring, but their wedding bands. And they found that to be very interesting, which it is. So people obviously really take into consideration what they're going to do for their honeymoon. So they started their own travel. It's like a travel agency, like an Expedia, which is one of the big things they compare to. So if you buy a ring, you can get up to $5,000 in Journey bonus. It's not necessarily money. The way it works is you would go on their website, and if you made a purchase, you'll have X amount of dollars. Let's say you bought a 18-karat engagement ring, you get like $2,500. So you would, and you want to go, you're going to Paris for your honeymoon, and you went on Expedia, and you were staying at the Four Seasons, and you saw it was $800 a night for 5 nights. And you go to the Journey website, which is totally controlled and run by Tacori, and only people that have the special codes can get into it. You will be able to get on, and you will, I'm just throwing out numbers because I don't know for sure. The Four Seasons in Paris, same thing you could have got from Expedia or any other site that would be the cheapest you could find. You would be able to get in there for, say, $500. So that saved you $300 a night. That comes off of your bonus, quote, money that they gave you. They found a way to get into these rates for the literally the bare minimum that a hotel will ever go. And it is a great way to save on getting a hotel. Everyone I've ever checked, they're always considerably lower.
What I think is cool about this is
only hotels, though.
But Tacori is such a big brand. If you go, and I know that you read Cosmo a lot, but when I was doing some research on Tacori, you keep seeing different articles where they're featuring Tacori jewelry on a Kardashian, or Jamie King, like she just bought some huge ring, and it's a Tacori band. So this is a very popular and high-end brand. It's really cool that they offer the travel portion of this too.
Yes. So that is something, and that's another nice extra benefit that you can get included in with the 60 month same as cash. So it's a nice extra.
When you're seeing Tacori come in, is it one of your hotter brands? I know Hearts on Fire is big, but Tacori, that's a newer line than Hearts on Fire, right? For you in the store.
For us, yes.
Yeah. So are you seeing a lot of traction on that because people are hearing about it because you're advertising it, or they know that brand specifically?
Tacori is a brand that is well known. They've been well marketed all through the years, as is like a Hearts on Fire. Same thing. They've been marketed over the last 20 years very nicely, and that is another name brand. Most people hear it, they know what it is. And Tacori is, of course, the same way. They're both the best in their category. Hearts on Fire has the world's most perfectly cut diamond. So the diamonds, literally, there are no better. Tacori makes the finest mountings with the hand piercing and the etching and all the little detail work on every angle of the rings. Nobody else can duplicate that.
Well, I was reading about they're looking at the millennials and what they're buying and how they want something that's so non-traditional, and that's why the Tacori mounts seem to be so popular, because it is one-of-a-kind jewelry, because
Correct.
It's not the days of passing down your grandmother's ring to somebody else in your family. That seems to have kind of died off a little bit. It seems like this generation wants their own thing. They want to craft it or find something that's been crafted that can't be duplicated.
Correct. We get a lot of that, and they will use, like the Tacori, they don't furnish the center stones. So I will get some people in that get, have grandma's ring, and they want to use the center diamond, and then they'll mount it into, whatever, the Tacori.
Who mounts that? Like, you can have.
Yeah,
it
our
mounted?
store does
Okay.
that. We do that. So we'll mount the centers into Tacori, Fauna, Martin Flyer, whatever.
So you can do that in the store, or it can be done by you and it can be delivered
Right.
back. Because you have some off-site stuff you do, but you also can do some in the store.
Yeah, we can get it done rather quickly, yes.
So for the sale, it's going to be these 2 days.
Correct.
And then, but people can come in for anything else, right? So if you wanted a Breitling watch while somebody's looking for wedding bands, we can also hit that too.
No, we will not cell Breitling.
No, okay, well, I'm glad
yeah,
we put
of
that
course.
out there.
No, of course we will. But the 60 months, same as cash deal. Because I don't want to get it confused.
Right.
It can only be used for Tacori purchases.
And just for those 2 days.
For those 2 days,
Okay.
yes. At all.
So when the representative who's coming, is he bringing, the rings that he's bringing, are they like one-of-a-kind pieces?
There will be some one-of-a-kinds that they, usually they'll send in some red carpet pieces that they made one-of-a-kinds for, that were worn by some sort of celebrity walking down, for the Academy Awards or Grammys or something like that. So there can be. I'm not 100% sure if there will be. I'm not sure what they have for that, but sometimes they do have that. But the unique thing with Tacori is they will, if you want to make changes in their ring design, they'll do it. And they don't charge you extra because they will send you a whole CAD picture, which is a computer animated design of the ring on the changes that you want, so you actually see it. And they do that all as part of their service.
Now they can do that, but can you also help, like, facilitate that? So let's say somebody misses
Because they make the ring, so we are not making. We will help if the customer says, here's this ring, but the side diamonds, I want more, I want less, or I want this pierced or that. They can do all that and make it different than the stock piece that comes in.
So if somebody does miss the sale and they wanted to come in and say, there's a specific amount I do want Tacori, you're going to miss the 60-month program, but they can still buy it, and Tacori can still buy
Yeah,
it.
for sure. We still sell Tacori other than those 2 days.
Right.
Yes.
I feel like we're talking about it like, you got to get in now, but you still will have Tacori beyond that.
Of course.
We're going to have a lot of people, because you're going to be closed Sunday.
We are closed Sunday.
You're going to have a lot of people that are going to hear this on Sunday and say, I missed out. But you will still be able to work with them and get them what they want.
For sure. We carry a nice selection of it. And if not Tacori, we carry tons of other brands. We have over 1,000 ring styles in our store at any time to start with. So, you can literally pick. I've never have anybody come in that actually walks through the store there and doesn't see a ring they like.
Right. And they can see all this on the website. I know that it's on MyersJeweler.com, but we want we want to make sure that if you want more information, if you haven't heard the commercials yet, or you haven't heard this show, it is on MyersJeweler.com.
And yes, I also want to, being that we are the official jeweler of the Columbus Blue Jackets, I want to say how proud I am to be that with a 5-1 start so far.
Well,
so I'm very happy.
You've had a lot to do with it.
I have done an awful lot with that.
You did wear your coat in here, so that's going to count.
Yes. So I just want to, and tonight I'm looking forward to, although this is Thursday, to go watch them play Tampa Bay. It's going to be good.
When will you be on the ice again? I know I get that question a lot because people.
We will be giving away another gift card. I don't think it's until sometime early next month. We're doing it again. Okay. So it'll be a little bit.
But we'll be able to tell people in advance that you're going to be
we will let everybody know, and we're also going to be doing some other, an event where we'll have some Blue Jackets there in the store, which is always fun.
I forgot. Mention who was in the new commercials that we had.
We just did the new commercials, and Brandon Dubinsky, who's been a spokesman for us and a customer. He was a customer before that.
But then you had Nick was just in the background watching?
No. Nick Foligno. This was kind of cute. Brandon must have tweeted out that, or put on Instagram or something, that he was filming commercials at Meyers Jewelers, and Foligno sent back and put out a tweet that said, "You guys better be still using the Meyers Jewelers point," and did and then sent a picture with him doing the point.
And that's not a local boy that did it. Like, he's aware of what you're doing.
He's aware of all that. So
right.
it was funny that he sent that out there. He's a nice guy, Nick. Real nice guy.
All right. Well, you'll be back next week, I assume. That's all the time we have for today.
Oh, so that's it. Where'd the time go?
I know.
It goes so fast.
We get on a roll, and then we have to stop. But if you come back next week, we can do it again.
All right. Well, everybody, come visit us at Meyers Jewelers, Grove City, Stringtown Road. My brother and I are there waiting to wait on you. And final words. Experience Meyers Jewelers.